Today's Bible story comes from these super ancient texts that recount miracles performed by the Apostle Paul. And how I describe the Apostle Paul's personality, his relationship, his conversations with God, and why he was insanely motivated to the point of being unstoppable, like a force of nature, comes from these ancient sacred texts, which are kept at Harvard Divinity School in the vault. So, what's the vault? It's a hyperbolic glass chamber where they store Coptic, Greek, Egyptian, and Syrian manuscripts written from the time of Jesus. And who else but this place is going to pay $5.3 million for a 20-page papyrus manuscript and pay a librarian $200,000 a year just to stand there and turn the pages for you so you won't damage it? So I've been in the vault, and there are librarians on point like soldiers. They're wearing white gloves. They're armed with these ultraviolet lights so that they shine them on these manuscripts so that you can see the writing and the illustrations that are invisible in regular light because of the fading in the old age. And of course, they let me smell the manuscripts. I did it. I smelled it. It smelled 2,000 years old. And I was like, is this what Jesus smelled like? Here's a Gutenberg Bible worth $30 million. I was not allowed to smell. I think the unwritten rule is anything under 15 million you get to smell. After that, you got to stand back because they don't want you to give the Gutenberg Bible COVID. Mm-mm-mm. The unwritten rule is no COVID on the Gutenbergs. It takes hundreds of scholars to decode each one of these manuscripts. Like, can you read that? Can you read that? Can you read that? No, you can't read that. You don't know what that says. So one of the very few people in the world who can read these texts and understand them is my professor, Karen King, the world's foremost expert on the New Testament. And she decoded all these ancient manuscripts, including the Dead Sea Scrolls, the Gospel of Mary. And then, while most of us in the class were stress eating or falling asleep, she explained everything. And I was one of 4 people in the class who stayed awake, paid attention, and was riveted by the story of Paul the Apostle. So the Bible story I'm going to tell you today is an amalgamation, a composite, a combination of everything I learned from biblical scholar Karen King, a small army of librarians in the vault, and the decoded sacred manuscripts from the ancient time of Jesus.